Shit. It's hot. Two shrimp. Oh, yeah. Let's go, TV land. Let's go, man. Y'all wanted it? I'm going to give it to y'all this morning, man. I'm about to give y'all something you can enjoy, man. Let's go, TV land. Let's go. You already know, man. It's been a minute. Y'all already see what it do, man. At the top title, man. YouTube world. YouTube world. You know what it do, man. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do this. I keep telling individuals, stop dragging me into y'all bullshit. Just when you're out, they pull you back in. Hey, man, that's all I can do is laugh, clown these niggas. Because they can't fuck with me. They can't touch me. None of that. So all I can do is laugh and clown, man. Listen, bro. Under no circumstances will I let niggas take my joy, take my strive, my focus, my achievements, my goals from me, man, and knock me off the loop where I end up splitting a nigga wig or have to prove a point to a nigga to really go back to that street life ethics just to prove a point to a nigga. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody, bro. Nobody. As long as it ain't no individual stepping to me in the flesh, ain't no nigga that walked up to me and can slap me in my face and say he didn't punk me or he did this in the flesh. I don't worry about that shit, bro. And that's any real man. A real man that know he's a real hitter and know he's solid. We don't have them kind of worries, bro. We don't worry about what the next nigga's talking about or the fake rumors or the fake lies. None of that shit, man. So this morning, I decided after getting tons of messages, tons of little hints on my page, on my YouTube pages about, hey, big homie, man, you need to go reply or you need a commentary to the video that such and such did, man. He mentioned your name. Now I could have took this two ways. I could have came on the internet this morning enraged as the Bountyhunterbj that I am. And this is what they expected from me. They expect me to come on here and be enraged, going radical, going crazy on the internet, hollering at niggas. Man, I ain't got time for that shit. Been there, done it. In the beginning, I admit, they got me a couple times. You niggas can't touch me. I'm on a whole different level of lane than you do. So y'all can't touch me, bro. So I don't even worry about it. So I'm going to respond to this dude, Kevin Mack, the KM show, whatever it's called. I'm finna do my commentary, my clap back to this dude for lying on me, bro. This dude did a flat out story lie on me. I don't know how you dudes can sit here and listen to a lot of this shit on this internet without using your common sense to add things up. Cats, hey, man, it's just crazy, man. Hey, listen, man, you tuned in right now, man, and you want to hear my side, my response. You want to stay glued to your seat, man. Get your blunt, get your joint, get your coffee, get your buffy, get your drink, get your shot. Whatever you're doing this morning, stay tuned, man, because it's about to get heated. And the truth shall be revealed, man, because y'all know how I do it. I come with receipts. I come with facts, not logical or illogical shit of what someone told me. I come with logical facts, the things that I experienced, what I know, what I've been through, where I've seen, not what some other nigga told me or the stories I done heard, which makes it illogical. Most of the stories you hear on this internet is illogical. They're not logical facts. These niggas didn't live those lives. Stay glued to your seat, man. It's your favorite host, CEO Nino Cappucino, a.k.a. Bountyhunterbj. And this morning, today, my commentary clapback is CEO Nino Cappucino. It's not Bountyhunterbj, because he have no reason to come out of retirement and to go into rage. And for what? These niggas can't touch me, man. Stay strong. Don't go nowhere. Let's go, TV land. Ike Love, what it do, nephew? What's up, Warrior? I called you, Ike. You didn't answer that phone, man. What's up, Ike? Kevin Donnie? What's up, Kevin Donnie? What's up, bro? Luke? Luke is in the building. What's up, Luke? Let's go. Yeah. Hey. Sipping on that tea, my herbs, real natural herbs, my tea. Keeping that skin right, my face, my teeth is them niggas hate me. I can't help it, nigga. I'm still a fly, real OG nigga looking good. Money right, life right. West Coast niggas. Watts, W-A-T-T-S. The mighty motherfucking W. Let's go. I don't know why this dude come messing with me and mention my name, man. I don't know why. Why they come after me, man? Why bother the cat? You know the old saying, when you go to the zoo, don't go mess with the gorillas, and damn sure don't go rattling the lions' cages. Leave the lions alone. Let the lions live in peace. Let the gorillas shit and eat their bananas and live in peace. Don't go mess with those two animals. They're territorial and they're dangerous. Nigga want to come rattle my cage, huh? Ha! Okay, so here we go, TV land. It's Nino Cappucino clapback story time now, bro. Sipping on them herbs. Tastes so good. So vibrant. What it do, Cal Callaway? What it do? Yeah, man. So listen, first and foremost, bro, there's no comparison when it comes to me, my platforms, my channel on these internets. These dudes can't touch me. Feel me? I'm built the way I'm built. I come in real and built this way. I didn't come in and come from this millennium or this internet era. I ain't from this era. So most of the times when I come on here and I provide and I share my livelihoods, the things I experienced in my life, what I went through, unless you from that era, you one of them real Crips and Bloods, one of them real pimps and players, the niggas that really, really roamed these streets of Los Angeles, was in them systems, then you're not going to know. And your things gonna seem impossible to you, especially if you're a hater and you hating on that individual. Yeah, everything gonna seem impossible to you. Or when that person speak and talk, it's gonna seem impossible to you because you wasn't around, nigga. You wasn't in this era. Go ask your uncles and your aunties and your daddies and your mamas and the people who was around. They'll tell you. They gonna tell you the truth. They gonna tell you the solidified niggas in LA who was really stamped in these streets, bro. And I'm one of them niggas. It ain't nothing, nobody in TV land, this fake internet, ain't nothing you can do to take it away from me. Nothing. If niggas can't take it away from me in the flesh, what makes you think the internet can take my name or destroy my name or assassinate my characteristics? It ain't gonna happen, bro. So listen, man. This dude, and one thing, in my whole story, and me, my clap back and my response, it's not about no disrespect. I could have came on as Bountyhunterbj and called this nigga out for the fade, all that. Just went there. Why even do a clap back? Nigga, let's just get down. Since you want to lie on me and make up a fake story, let's just get down. How you want to do it? Out the ring, or we can do it in the ring for the people. Nah, I didn't come on here with that type of attitude. I'm too blessed. I'm happy. I'm happy within self. I'm happy with my achievements in my life. I'm happy to where I could look back and say, damn, man, I made it to here, man. And all the shit I've been through, knowing this wasn't ever supposed to be me. I was supposed to be rolled off, bro. I know this as a fact. As a real warrior, I know I was supposed to be rolled off, but he had other plans for me. So with that being said and that being instilled in my mind, it ain't that no human being can tell me, my nigga. Nothing. I done asked for my forgiveness from certain people from my past tense. I asked for certain forgiveness of niggas I didn't hurt. I got tons of enemies from the past, man. I may have tons of hidden secret enemies that I don't even know of. I don't know, and I don't care because I ain't doing this. I ain't looking behind my back. I don't live that kind of life. So I don't have to worry about it. If it's going to come, it's going to come. It's going to have to come from behind me. Because if it comes out directly in front, I'm going to be able to protect that. And they're going to have a problem. It's going to be hell and hell to knock me down. So it's going to have to come from behind. It's going to have to be a sneak attack if that's what it is. And that's how my life ends. And that's how it ends. So be it. And that's because he wrote it that way. I don't worry about it, bro. I know I did a lot of wrong in my past, homie. I did a whole lot of wrong. I was a devious individual, man. I was an angry individual. Niggas like I look at comments, niggas tell me, oh yeah, Bunny and the BJ, he's an angry blood. He's an angry man. No, that's past tense. If you was talking about me in the past, I would agree with you 1,000%. You're absolutely right. I was angry, upset. I didn't give a fuck about a lot of shit because I hurt inside. The pain inside I hurt. You niggas would never understood how much I love my parents, my family. And when I lost that, it took a whole lot out of me. So what I did was I instilled that anger, that volatile system in me. And I instilled that in me. And I became who I became. So it made a lot of people envy me, hate me, love me, and fear me. Even right now, still to this day, niggas know I'm retired. But niggas know, hey man, you go around that nigga's cage if you want to. And you're going to find out he the wrong one you underestimating, bro. He's the wrong one you underestimate. He ain't nobody's punk by a long shot. That nigga's a real thorough-born leader. It's in his genes to lead. And that's what that man done in this time, in this era, bro. So it ain't nothing on this internet that a nigga can take from me or destroy or assassinate my character. This particular individual grew to learn of me through another nigga, a sucker, another nigga that envy me and hates me. Supposed to have been from that side once upon a time. And this pussy ass nigga was a dropout 4 different times. Clicked up with 4 different cliques, 4 different organizations, and dropped out on each one of them and had a nerve to try to put a fake rumor and a fake jacket on the nigga. And it started right on this dude's channel. This is where it all started. 4 years ago, this dude is the one to open the lane to start this fake ass rumor on me on this channel right here. So I never clapped on this dude. I never said nothing to dude. I never even got a blood foul. I ain't came at the nigga on no banging tip. Nothing. I didn't say shit. When me and Spliff was getting down for 3 years, tearing the internet up, me and Uncle Spliff DTV. When we was tearing the internet up for 3 years together, collaborated as the YouTube twins. We was knocking shit down. Niggas was jealous, envy. He was one of the main cats used to be popping up on our shit and making comments. And Spliff would say, hey man, do you know this dude from supposed to be from the 60s neighborhood? I don't think he banger or nothing, but he's a blogger. I said, huh? I said, what's his name? And he showed me the dude picture and showed me. I said, no, I ain't never seen that nigga in my life. And he damn sure ain't no street dude with a name because I would know who he is. I know who the thorough 6-0s is over there. I know who the riders is. I know who the gangsters is over there, bro. I know from the system to the streets. Feel me? I mean, I go back to the Peter Rock days, the Keter Rocks. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't get on here and do what these dudes do because I got so much history instilled in me. I can go there on niggas. I remember with certain hoods, nigga, your hoods wasn't validated like that. Nigga, your hoods wasn't putting it on and putting down like that, nigga, in the city in the bloody 80s and the 70s, in the 90s. Certain hoods start doing their thing in the late 90s, going into the millennium, bro. A lot of these hoods start getting names going to the late 90s. Your hoods didn't have no names in them bloody 80s like that. It was only certain major big hoods in these cities of LA, west side and east side, that had thorough names and was putting in that work. And niggas knew when they went to that system, that county jail, whether it was 4300, 42, the blood modules, the crip modules, niggas know. You couldn't even go to the crip modules if you wasn't really cripping. Just like you couldn't come to our shit if you wasn't really blooding. We was rolling niggas up. That's why I invented Bluster Week. I did that. I stamped and invented Buster Week in 1983 in the blood module 3500, nigga. I did that. So it's like, whoa, how dare cats come on here and try to take something and make something up to try to destroy a nigga name. Now, what this brother did was he went and sit down and he studied and he dissected certain things and he took it from certain stories in which I was involved in. And he came on the internet and he gave y'all a story 3 days ago. He gave y'all a story. Well, I'm here to tell y'all TV land to bust y'all bubble. Kevin Mack is a fucking lie. He's a damn lie. Let me watch my French because I don't want my IG lies. I don't want my lies to get shut down. But he's a lie. And I'm going to prove it throughout my story and my response and my commentary today. And it's the only one I'm going to do. I ain't doing no back and forths. I ain't doing no back and forth and all that. Who the truth, who told. This dude popped in on when me and Spliff was speaking on the situation, you know, the eruption that happened with the Gray Streets, you know what I mean, the 60s and the Bounty Hunters at the, you know, the 2004 major concert that I led and spearheaded. Took 30 bounty hunters in there plus females and took 30 bounty hunters home. We went in together. I took all my little homies home with me. Plus went and tried to save the homies from Six Deuce Brim and the Biddy and the Junkles. But he spoke on my name. Didn't know shit what he talking about. But he said he was there with his homies and all this. So it's like, bro, I don't speak on these cats' names because I have no reason to, no need to. If I can't be in your face and tell you in your face, nigga, and check a nigga how I want to check him in his face and check a nigga temperature then, I don't get out like this. I don't do coward shit. I could tell an individual whatever I say to another individual, if I'm mad or not, I could tell that nigga that I'm mad at. I tell it to him in his damn face. That's the difference between a lot of these dudes, bro. They ain't cut like that. They got this internet food and you new wave ass niggas on here that jumps and dick ride and jump on whoever you want to be with and jump on their side and think you know what you know. Don't know shit, bro. Nothing. See, one thing about these streets, the streets is crafty, they grimy, they gutter, but the streets ain't gonna lie when it comes to the nigga name and his reputations. Streets ain't gonna lie. Streets gonna give facts straight up. And I live a life of facts, bro. So I'm gonna share a couple of pieces of this dude's video. This how he labeled me, dude. Nigga couldn't call me by my name, so I'm giving him the same energy back. What I'm not gonna do is call him out his name as far as disrespect, because he didn't disrespect me in any form. He didn't go there in any form of disrespect me, even though he tried to shoot little bullshit ass, fake ass subliminal shots. I caught all that shit. Threw it back like it ain't nothing. Because my mind is somewhere else, bro. My mind ain't on this petty shit. My mind ain't on this small shit. My mind ain't on coming on the internet battling with another brother. It's bad enough. We are effed up as a culture, bro. Why don't you dudes get it, man? See, this go to show you, internet, who's really OGs and who's not OGs. If a dude is on here and he called himself an OG, bro. Oh, shit, I unplugged that light. And he called himself an OG, right? And he's not trying to teach. He's not trying to guide. He's not trying to provide his energy of experience, of past experience, of whether it's wrong, bad, criminal, and try to teach y'all, man, and give the youth a chance to say, man, don't glorify what we did. What we did was bullshit. What we did was ignorance. As smart as a lot of us are, as smart as a lot of us were, and the parents that we are today, we were stupid because we gave up our lives and dedicated our lives, whether it was prison or on the streets, to some shit that we didn't even own by right, by life. A gang. A fucking gang, man. So don't be mad at me for my growth. Don't be mad at me because my leadership is real. I'm a real activist, not like a lot of you niggas. I'm not going to go lie to the people. That's why I ain't in the hoods or in the communities doing certain shit with certain programs or certain individuals because they fucking fake, man. And I'm going to be in the way like I've always had. So they boot me out the way or they cut me out. They don't want me to know because they know I'm going to be the leader that's going to speak up for real. And so y'all going to go lie to the people, but y'all really getting the money and the money ain't trickling down? No, I ain't going to do that. I'm not putting my leadership on the line to lie to the people. I'm not going to do it. See, because one thing's for sure, when you get up into that level and you start lying to the people, what you going to do when the people lose their trust in you and the people decide to turn? That's a big problem. And when I say the people, I mean the people. We ain't talking about no damn gang. We talking about everybody. We talking about communities. We talking about people who rely on individuals to bring structure to that community, to bring help to that community, and they've been lied to. They looked up to this person. Man, you're going to have a fight on your hands. You're going to have a battle on your hands, man. because now it's coming at all forces. We're not talking about gang members. We're talking about common people who are hurt, who feel violated. So it's the same way with these fake politicians. That's why I don't get involved with the hood community activist shit no more. I gave 10 years being a hood community activist for my neighborhood and just the community of Watts. And I put it down thoroughly. Big respect for the city of Los Angeles. Big respect for the city of Parks and Recs in Los Angeles and the city of LA. Period. My city, Watts. Period. I did my job, did my thing. When I start pursuing my careers and going to school to better myself for me and build a life for me because I wanted a family, I knew eventually that I don't want this to be my life to the end of the death, bro, because I started having visions. So I pulled myself out of those equations. And you want to be mad at me and hate me and envy me for my change of greatness and being a real thorough leader because I won't get on this internet and go crazy and radical and crash out with you niggas just to get views. I already get my views. I get everything based on my talent and based on who I am, being unique, genuine. I got my own following. I got my own following subscribers. I ain't worried about you niggas, man. I don't cheat. I don't buy followers. I don't buy subscribers. I don't do none of that shit. All my shit is legit and on point. So you want to be mad at me because I'm not an OG that got all his teeth knocked out of his mouth. I ain't an OG that you this really, really got a fucked up name and then been beat up on. Niggas that stomped me out, slapped on me, punked me. None of that. You want to be mad at me because I'm not one of them kind of individuals. Well, niggas be mad. Well, you're going to be mad for the rest of your life then because that's not going to happen to me. Not here. I don't get disrespected, bruh. I don't allow niggas to disrespect me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Period. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to bring it. Just like I'm going to have to show you and bring it. It's vice versa. So let's get into the video, man. Let's get into the story. Hey there, R.O.E. Victory. What's going on? What's going on, man? Yeah. So, when I gathered out this dude's story, one thing I'm going to give you, KM, great clickbait. Great title. You reeled him in. You got your little 62, what you got? 62,000, 62K views. You got, no, 16K views. You got your 16,000 K views, man. You reeled him in, KM, with that clickbait title. Blood want to interview me in my hood. Who wouldn't click on that and say, oh, damn, what KM talk about? He said, Blood want to interview me in my hood. Great title, man. Great clickbait title. So as you can see up top, YouTube world, you see my title. You see what it says. WATTS, Watch Satellite News. Bringing you some news you can use, Jack. Always bring you that news you can use, man. Clapback. The Clapback. Bountyhunterbj versus KM. True story of lies. Bountyhunterbj versus KM. True story of lies. Let's go, TV land. True story, huh? Boy, this nigga sit here and literally took me and made a story up to gain views from y'all and try to assassinate my name. I don't know why you did that, dude. First of all, you don't know me. You ain't never ran up on me. You ain't never ran in my face. You ain't never been in my presence. None of that. Now, what I'm about to get to the bottom to is to find out you must have been the dude that I really punked and checked on the phone once about a time, because that's the only way you could come up with this idea to even fathom to tell some story, a slight piece of a story like this, because I did have a run-in with somebody from that end on that side that claimed to be an uncle and a producer who was involved with this particular female that he named. I can't remember this heifer name, but it'll come to me. But I have all the receipt information to go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play parts of his video first, and I'm going to intervene in between and give y'all my sides and show you where the lies rely at. So let's go. Here y'all go. To all you favorite niggas, all you 200 comments, the major comments on his page and all that, talking about what I was going to do and how I'm going to make my video, and I'm going to come over here and go crazy and all that. I hate to bust y'all bubble. I hate to come on here and deliver it and give y'all what y'all thought y'all was going to see, man. I'm not finna do all that. I ain't finna cuss this dude out, go there with this brother. None of that. and rightfully, even with his little bullshit commentary he just made, I ain't got nothing against this nigga. The only thing that I can say that if anything, if I felt any way of having anything against this dude, would be the fact that he gave that pussy nigga the platform to speak on my name in the wrong way that he did and to put a fake room on me and to collaborate with that shit. But what I realized what he did do one time that was brought to my attention was he shut it down. Said, no, man, I ain't doing that over here, bro. I don't know that brother. And I ain't heard his side of the story, so I ain't doing that over here. So he shut it down and stopped doing it. But in the beginning, he gave this nigga leverage. That's the only way how he was able to even build himself a page and start getting followers, because he went on his channel and lied on me and made up a bullshit story. So let's go, man.
In the turf, back in 05, 06, I had a magazine going on. I dropped issue 1 with Ice-T on the cover.
Okay, lie number 1. This is where he messed up at, you guys. His story takes place in 05, 06. Which year is it, KM? Is it 05 or is it 06? Give us a specific. When you say 05, 06 now, it could be the last inning, coming out of the last inning, last quarter of 05, bringing us into the beginning of 06. Be specific, 05 or 06. 05 and 06, you guys, I'm highly, highly deep in the school. I'm in the film academies. I done got accepted to one of the biggest film academies in Los Angeles, where all the elites then went. All the major actor names you name, I was accepted, being a known bounty hunter, because I passed my test at a high score, and I was accepted in the school. Went to the school to go on to graduate to get my master's degree in producing and directing. Went to LACC, me and T. Rogers. I went to Stella Academy, got my degree for drama, arts, and theater. So it's like niggas don't know shit about my background and the work I put in and the name I had already built for myself within this industry long before this internet. I built the name in the 90s, right along with the Big U's and a lot of other niggas. The Magics and a lot of us who was pushing the real line back then. Rest in peace to my real one, nigga, Del Dog, the Mafia, the mafioso Del Dog, childhood partner of mine, man. I grew up with him and his brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, the cats with real names who was pushing real lines in this city, our names stood out and stuck. So if you knew of us or heard about a nigga, I don't give a damn what hood it is. You heard of nigga because the names go get around. Word of mouth, get around, bro. So he took the liberty to say this happened in 2005 and 2006. 2005 and 2006, bro, I was traveling back and forth to the East Coast and the Midwest. I was shooting my thesis project. I was in school, and it started out as a thesis project. I was shooting a documentary called Ear to the Street, where I was doing guerrilla shooting. I was jumping out in all type of different neighborhoods. And I was shooting niggas and interviewing cats. Interviewing them for my thesis projects. And this is when I first started getting into shooting and capturing on center photography because I was in school. So 2005, 2006, this story never took place with me and this dude. This never, ever, ever happened, bro. Period. Point blank. So I don't know where he got to 2005 and 2006. And on top of the lie, what really makes the story incredibly a lie was he said in 2005 and 2006, the whole moral of his story was I was supposed to come slap the shit out of his ass. I was supposed to come slap this nigga because Suge fat ass, Simon, directed me to do so. Simon sent me, Bountyhunterbj, on a mission to go to the 60s hood, infiltrate in the interview. Come on, y'all. Y'all make this shit make sense to me, TV land. Make it add up and make sense. Set up an interview to go slap this nigga. A nigga I ain't never seen in my life and don't know nothing about. I supposed to go slap him. And especially about a magazine. I don't even know what the title of the magazine is. Don't know the name of it. But I'm going to show you 3 magazines that I was billboard in. Period. During this time of era, 2000, 2001, and 2, about me and Tyrese, a.k.a. Reese Cup. This nigga took the name and put it in his story and mentioned Tyrese's name. Ain't got shit to do with him. Nothing. Period. So, bro, it's like, This shit, I looked at it 3 times last night, 3 times, and I said, do I want to really touch this shit? Because I know it's a fabricated lie. Every bit of it's a made-up lie. Do I want to touch it? No, man. Let me go get the people something back, man. Let me go get the people something back. I said, Reggie Wright tried to come after me once upon a time. I had to shut him down, hit him with receipts. But one thing I can respect about him was when he realized and did his homework and found out who I was, the nigga backed his ass up and gave me my respect and my props. Ain't mention my name in a negative form, period. So it's like dudes that come, certain dudes might pop up and try to call themselves subliminally trying to come at me. You can't assassinate my name, boy, who I am. So come on, man, let's go.
One with Ice-T on the cover with the history after the Park Boys. Now we on issue 2 at the end of the year. You know, I put this magazine together. I was the brain.
And I'm not going to play all this shit because y'all seen the video. I'm sure y'all did. I'm just playing bits and pieces. Now, somebody please help me out and tell me the name of this title of this dude magazine and why the magazine ain't successful right now today and why isn't it in the hip-hop histories of the 90s of magazines. Because I don't know what magazine he talking about. I ain't never heard of a Kev Mack magazine in my fucking life in the 90s, period. True fact, no dissing. So I'm trying to find out what magazine he talking about, Ice-T. And then he mentioned my little homie, J-Rock. That's my little homie. It's my baby homie, nigga. Period. J-Rock name don't perceive over me, over mine, no nothing. That's my little homie, the rapper, who made out the hood as a successful rapper, period. So I'm trying to understand this dude's story, bro. So he said he had a magazine. Going on the second magazine, all of a sudden, I just popped up and called this nigga phone. Who is he? I don't know him. I ain't never heard of him. I don't know who he is. And what kills me is when these dudes say, I got the phone call. How do you get the phone call from a stranger that you don't even know? How do you get a phone call from somebody that you don't even know? I'm lost, bro. So he said he got the phone call from this dude. I don't know who the dude is. I ain't never heard of the dude in my life. All I know, the dude was on the phone going off on me. And, you know, he enraged and he hollering. And I can't win no hollering battle with no dude on the phone. Yeah, you made yourself look good there to your peers and to your subscribers, Kev. I get it. Bro, ain't no nigga talk to me on the phone. And yeah, that's me. If I'm mad, I'm angry on a nigga, I'll be on the phone telling the nigga because I sound like I can reach through the phone and get that nigga. Or tell the nigga, where you at? Motherfuck this phone. Let's meet face to face. Yeah, that's how I talk. But so he then took my characteristics from the internet, studied me to be able to say these things about me in his story. So he shoot these subliminal slugs like this. So let's go.
I was the brainchild. I wrote the articles. I took pictures. You know, just my whole imagination. And me being articulate and putting the format together with a few of my homies. Baby Yes Mack, shout out to you. Mark 7, shout out to you. L, rest in peace. They basically were.
Now I notice he keep throwing S Mac name out there. S is a reputable from over there. S is one of their reputables. S is a 60. Rolling 60. I know with S Mac. Feel me? So he keep throwing certain reputables. And you notice when these dudes do their stories, they will hurry up and put the reputables around them. So it gives them credibility. So every hood, let me explain this to y'all, TV land, the outsides who don't know LA. Every hood in Los Angeles, bro, we got these kind of homeboys in our hoods. I got them in my hoods. They in every hoods. We got Kevin Max in every hoods in Los Angeles, bro. The cool nigga or the light-skinned nigga who went to school or his mother and parents had a good job. They lived in the house, had furniture. So he grew up with a different life. But he grew up around all the killers, all the head busters, all the fighters, all the bangers, all the homegirls. So, of course, you're going to absorb knowledge and you're going to absorb history and knowing certain things because you was around and you seen it, but you didn't participate. See, that's the difference. These type of dudes from these hoods aren't the participators. So later on down the line, of course, they can tell the history about it. They're the ones that live and tell the stories and talk about, you know, the ruthless niggas and the niggas who put it in and did what and what's what. So when it comes down to this, if you're going to tell these type of things, make sure you got your pertinent information right. You got your dates and your years right. Period. I don't tell this shit, man. Because 2000, 2005, 2006, I want y'all to go to y'all phones, go to your computer right now while I'm telling this clapback. I want y'all to go Google this. Go Google this. When did Suge Knight Film Productions Unfinished Business? When did it go into productions? Go Google that. And it's going to pop up and tell your ass 2008. 2008 and 9 was when we started filming and shot that in productions, bro. But this nigga said we shot in 2005 and 6, and Suge was sending me over there to do a fake interview with him and to slap him on camera. Nigga, please. Excuse my French. Ninja, please. First of all, it ain't no nigga live. Not just Suge, not just Simon. It ain't a nigga live could direct me and give me an order like that and tell me to go infiltrate and go do an interview with a nigga and slap the shit out of me for me. I ain't no nigga soldier. I'm a warrior and I'm a thorough leader, nigga. If anything, I gave them kind of orders, nigga. If anything, I gave them kind of directions to an individual. But you gonna say, at the end of the day, your moral of your story was Simon sent me on a mission to go to the 60s hood to interview you, this dude. And then you went so far to lie and put Big U name in this story, bro. I hate to bust your bubble, KM. First and foremost, I'm telling your ass straight on camera, in your face, nigga, I ain't scared of Big U. Never have been and never will be. Big U don't push no line on Bountyhunterbj. Big U respects Bountyhunterbj. And Bountyhunterbj respects Big U in return, nigga. Big U ain't never did nothing to me. Never did wrong to me, ever. Me and Big U to cross paths plenty of times in the 90s, nigga. Where was you? Just to give you an example. Anybody that know LA and know hip-hop, most of our venues that are thrown, our main big major venues, those are Crip functions. Most of our venues are thrown, they're Crip functions. So they're mixed in with the Crips and the Mexicans. So all our venues, when you go to these big concerts, it's mostly thrown by Crips. So a lot of the labels, independent labels, are Crips. A lot of the Bloods just start surfacing as far as building their own independent labels like the YGs and the Games and all that came along. It wasn't a lot of us, nigga. I was pushing my line because I came in the game and smashed on Death Row and got in and learned the game and the trades. So that's how I was able to start pushing my line. Big U was pushing his line on the West, fresh out the pen. He just built a relationship with Simon, with Suge. So yeah, you at that time, you was pushing a line like a motherfucker on that side of town. Had nothing to do with the East Side. Had nothing to do with the Watts boys. Magic had a major name, pushing a line, smashing on the NBA. So it's like, nigga, get your facts and your stories right to come after me, man. Because I'm one of them real ones who been here and still here. Speedy was pushing a line. Speedy was one of the individuals who was, taking beefs and squashing them. Like, for example, he the one that squashed the gang beef. Him and Yuck Mouth and them. Speedy. It's the homie, nigga. So it's like, bro, cats get on here and don't know what the freak we talking about. But it's easy to convince this internet because they don't know no better. They 1,000 miles away. These niggas is 30, 40 years old, 45, some even 50. Ain't never even lived a gangster life, but they fascinated by this shit. And so they hear a person talk and swear up and down they the truth. So, man, this dude just flat out lied on me, man. Throughout this whole story, he lied on me and then used Big U name and implicated you. Like, basically, he never said you was coming after me and was going to do something to me. He used it subliminal. Like, basically, Big U was mad at him, pissed off at him to interview me or even have a camera in their hood without his permission and his consent. I ain't never heard that shit. That shit is crazy, bro. Me and Big U done cross paths at major venues. Nothing but respect. Speak. You feel me? Pound or speak, and we keeps it pushing. Never had a problem. Ever have that man ever disrespected me or got out of line with me, nigga. And he done had action. Seen me in the flesh, nigga. Period. I had to beat the shit out of nigga one of the shot callers, NHP, just to give you a sample, because I'm not going to tell the story. Like I say, it's certain things on this internet I'll speak on, and it's shit you ain't going to never hear me speak on or talk about when it comes to the hoods or these streets or shit that didn't happen, bro, because it ain't the internet business. But if I wanted to, I can blast this nigga. I can put him out there, speak on the story. But I had to down one of the homies. I had to down a nigga. One of the main niggas over there for NHP was the shot caller. I had to hit that nigga with a 3-piece, put him on his knees, trying to show out in front of Suge. But that same night, I'm the nigga that stepped to you and sidebar with Big U and hollered at him, told him, man, be cool, stand down. Holler at the youngins, man, it's cool. I got him. I'm going to go holler at these niggas. They drunk. The homies is high. Because the homies from Inglewood and the NHPs was on one. They was banged out. Them niggas was high and off them pills and shit. But they didn't know these young niggas over here got them yayas on them. And they ain't doing no talking. They quiet and they all surrounding you and they ain't saying shit. And I peeped everything. So I went and shut it down by hollering at the man. And me and him came to a conclusion of an understanding because we both was there for the same thing. We getting down on the TV show. That's why he was there with his nephews and his crew for this particular scene, this particular night. We was at a warehouse on Melrose. We was in a warehouse shooting these scenes. So I had to beat the dog shit out of a nigga from NHP that night. Fuck him up for trying to show off in front of Suge. Nigga, if you don't skip, nigga, Suge don't run shit over here, nigga. I'm running this shit. I'm the one producing this show. I'm the one bringing the homies to the hoods and bringing niggas down to the hoods because these niggas ain't let Suge move down there, nigga. They ain't letting that nigga move around in the city, period. They was giving him the blues. That's facts. And that's the only thing that came out this nigga mouth that would have been a truth. So, during the time, matter of fact, I don't even got to play a lot of this shit like I said, because y'all know what y'all seen. So, during the time, let's go back to 2005 and 2006 when he said this was supposed to happen. So in 2005, 2006, he got the phone call from me, you guys, all of a sudden. I called him, and I went off on him about a magazine that I still don't have no idea of right now today. I don't know what he talking about. Anywho, when we went on to talk, he say, I got off the phone with dude. We had the conversation. We came to a conclusion, basically. We got off the phone. Then he went so far to try to mimic my name. So let me put this out there, TV land. My name was CJ in the 70s, nigga. When I moved in my hood in 1969, the last of 69 going into early 70, my name was CJ, my initials. Everybody named mama know that was my name. See, to go to show you how niggas try to get on the internet, be funny style, and try to mimic or try to call themselves shooting subliminals at me and don't know me and know my history. And he's ass backwards. And that's why everybody that know me know, now, KM, you're a lie. You're lying. Because that dude, there's no way he called you on the phone at that time of era in 2005 and he introduced himself as CJ. You're a fucking damn lie. There's no way, nigga. Niggas was getting beat up for even calling that man CJ back in the days because his name was changed. And who changed his name? His road dog, his childhood friend, OG Lot Boy Hook. One of the founders, nigga, OG Hook, A.K. Lorenzo, my crime partner on the HK case, changed my name, nigga, 1980. I was fresh out of YA. I just did 4.5, almost 5 years of YA for two attempts and body and 2 counts of ADW, nigga. That's when I went in for my first bodies, late 70s, going to the late 70s. So I came out of the transition of being CJ, the sports fanatic in my hood, having a reputable reputation as a nigga who knew how to play sports hella good. Baseball, football, ran track, gymnastics, you name it. I was triathlon around that bitch in the Nixon Gardens. I was one of the go-to dudes. Me, the Hendersons, the Fitzpatricks, and the names just go on. White boy Chris, you feel me? I was one of them athlete niggas from my hood. So that's how I first built my name as a youngin' in my hood. I wasn't a gangbanger. I was an associate of the Nixon Gardens. And then from associate, I became a member. And then from a member, going into the late 70s, I became a full-fledged gang banger. So my name was changed coming out of 1979 and 80 to BJ, Bountyhunterbj, nigga. I went from CJ to Bountyhunterbj or Killer B. Some call me Killer B. A lot of my homies call me Killer B. Some niggas nicknamed me Killer B, but I was known as Bountyhunterbj, nigga. And Bountyhunterbj arose from that point on, all of the 80s and the 90s. I went into the millennium and I took the transformation of saying, how can I take this name and its characteristics and put myself in industry without fear and become a prominent CEO and a great executive producer? I didn't want the industry to fear me. I didn't want executives to close their doors on me based on fear and because of my reputation. So I became Nino Cappucino. Now, where the Cappuccino come at? Me and my little homeboy Bolo, AK Stretch, the rapper, Young Soldiers, gave me the nickname Cappuccino. That's how I came up with the name. Me and him was sitting there and we were scrambling names at the time because he was changing his name. He was changing his name from Stretch to Bolo. So I gave him the name Luciano. Bolo Luciano. So he came up with the name Bolo Luciano. And this is my young homie. Ran with me every day. Fresh out of YA, fresh out of YA. So I took the name Nino Cappucino and it became marketable. I tagged it, stamped it. I built my company fresh out, beating a 40-year case, 40-year life case. I beat the case in 97. I had a couple of bodies, a couple of ADWs, tampering with the witnesses. I beat them cases, got acquittal, came home, dug up some money I had buried. I started building my independent label. Before there was TDE, it was PCE. Before PCE became RBD. So it was PCE and RBD, Rat, BJ, and Dude Productions. I built that company, and the company was me and my two homeboys. Me, Bountyhunter Rat, rest in peace, and Top Dog, A.K. Lee Tiffin, Dude Dog. And we became partners in the game. We started out the first production company, the game, and I went and recruited our first group, which was Swang, an R&B group off of Jefferson. So, with that being said, man, taking us on down the line, I'm smashing through the industry. Never, ever in a problem in the industry the whole entire time that I have a negative run-in. Big U had a negative run-in with me. Big U knew my name and knew of me, and I knew Big U and knew of his name, knew the work he was putting in. It's like niggas knew my work I was putting in over there. Period. So we never had no run-ins, bro. Ever. So I don't know why he used you name in his story like that. So he took the story of 2008 and 9 and he imported it into his story of 2005 and 6. Because what happened, you guys, was when we went into productions, here's the story. 2008, I get a call from Simon. Simon hit me up, boom, tell me, hey, man, I need you, man. I need your expertise. I'm getting ready to shoot my own reality show, bro. I'm finna come back. I'm going to build a whole new record label from Death Row called Blackball Records. I'm going, yeah? Okay. So he said, yeah, man, I need you on the show, man. I need you for as a lead actor, and I want you to manage Blackball Records. So he told me, give me an offer. I told him my terms. We talked on the phone verbally. Then 3 days later, I went and met up with him. We went and met. We went to, what's your names in Hollywood. We went to 8. When we went to 8, we sit there. We negotiate the plans. When I sit there and negotiate the plans, I gave Suge my number right there in his face. I want $50K up front for the producing. I want $50K up front for my acting role. I want $50K up front as the manager of Blackball Records. So that's a $150 advancement. Gave it to me. No problem. Boom, 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 boom. That's three different hats I wore on this production of this project. So let's get this understood, since you niggas want to speak on my name and talk. So the negotiation was pay me $150. I got paid $150,000 up front. Then no other artists, no other niggas on the team, no other actors who we brought in and cast. They didn't get nowhere near paid like I got paid, period, on my level, because I became his business partner on the shit. He asked me to come in and produce this project with him because he had no knowledge of film. He knew music. He knew I knew film. He knew I went to school. I studied my ass off on this shit, and he knew I knew my shit. That's why they signed me on. When Pac was alive, they signed me and Tupac. We was going to be the first two actors signed to Death Row Films before everything buckled up. Dr. Dre was the director over there at Death Row Films. This is why I co-starred in Murder Was the Case. I'm the nigga in Murder Was the Case that stabbed up Boo coming in the penitentiary with Snoop Dogg. I taught Snoop how to handle a weapon. I taught Snoop how to handle a motherfucking Kisu and hit a nigga in the pen to make it look realistic. I taught Snoop and showed him how to do the shit while we was on set. Dre told him, no, Snoop, man, it ain't looking realistic, man. And camera, it ain't looking real. He said, well, what you mean, cuz? I'm stabbing him like this. Snoop said, no. Dre said, no, man. Watch how BJ do it. Watch how BJ doing it, man. Showing BJ. And so I showed Snoop how you tuck the blade where it ain't seen, where it ain't visible, and you walk right up on a nigga and hit him. Bing, 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 bing. So that scene you see in Murder Was the Case, the nigga with the slingshot on, the white slingshot with the poly pigtail, that's me. That's me. My relative Big Hitman, that's Hitman on the bunk, doing like this. When Charlie Mack walk in the cell with his pillowcase in his garment, that's Charles, I said Charlie Mack. Charlie Murphy, that's Charlie Murphy. When Charlie Murphy walk in, that's Charlie Murphy, and that's me doing the stabbing. So it's like, bruh, it's crazy how dudes that take shit and just flip it all around, man. So the bottom line is Suge ain't never in his life been in no position to boss me around and tell me shit or direct me and tell me to do this or go get this nigga. I wasn't one of his flunkies. I wasn't his bodyguard, nigga. I'm a nigga that got money up out of him and got money with him, period. So I negotiated myself a $150 advancement. He paid me my $150. From there, I got $5K. Every EP we shot, I got paid $5K a week. While the other artists got paid $500 to $1,000 a week, I got paid $5K a week. We shot like 13 to 14 EPs. We shot a full season of this shit, going into season number 2. So do the math. 5 times 13, man. Y'all do the math, TV land. That's how I got paid on this show. So I ate swell. So in the midst of shooting this show, I'm going down in these hoods and I got to protect the name of the show and the brand of the show and the director and the producer, Joe, and all them. I'm protecting them based on my name. And niggas is allowing us to come down and film in these hoods based on my name and my reputation. East Coast hood, West Side, Crips hoods, Blood hoods, NHP hood, Roger Park, feel me? Firebug, Munchie B, all them niggas. Them was the real homies on film when I filmed them niggas. Niggas was out there active, really with real yayas. They were no fake shit. Niggas was in real mode. But they did that shit for me and because of me. They said, fuck Suge, Blood, cuz. No, that nigga can't come down here, cuz and Blood. What? Oh, this, you on the show, B? Oh, you producing? Oh, yeah, no, big homie, you got love. Woo, woo. So niggas green light me, give me nothing but love and open arms. So I don't know what this nigga is talking about. Me coming to stop here. I'm still confused. That's why I really can't touch on it really and keep speaking on it because I'm lost. So anywho, he done took this 2008 and 2009 situation and put that shit in 2005 and 6 when it didn't even exist. Suge didn't even shoot no reality show in no 2005 and 2006. Do your homework. Nigga was going back and forth on violations in jail. During this time, Keita Rock and Reggie and them, I believe, took over Death Row. This is why niggas was so mad at him, especially the Blood card. Bloods was hot when Keita Rock was over there signing checks and signing niggas on to the label. And Reggie was running shit then. So this is why a lot of Bloods was mad at that nigga and said, fuck Blood. So they was on his head. So they wouldn't let him come down in the hoods no more. He couldn't pop up in niggas' hoods. Period. Crip niggas was on him. So he started fucking with the Mexicans. He went over and started getting at the 18th Streets. Niggas really was mad at him because they knew at that time the 18th Streets was multiple niggas' enemies in the streets. Blood and Crip gangs. Multiple niggas' enemies. And he wanted to pull them in and start fucking with them. So Suge had the city in the uproar mad at him and wanted his ass and wanted to whoop on him. So TV man, you niggas out here with the Suge stories and Suge, the city wasn't scared of Suge like the industry was, dog. I keep telling you sorry ass niggas on this internet. What y'all see on the internet and what y'all seen in the industry wasn't happening in the streets. Suge wasn't bullying niggas in the streets and niggas from the streets. Suge wasn't smashing on niggas in the streets like that, bro. He was doing his thing in the industry. That I'll give him 1,000 times. He was doing his thing, putting it down. When it came to these streets, he wasn't smashing these streets and running nothing in these damn streets, especially in the other blood hoods, and especially when it came to the Mountie niggas and Garden bounty hunters, nigga. No nigga running our shit. So 2089, I sit down, go in negotiation with him, sign off, we do our shit, we go into production, we start filming. It was me, took the film crew to my hood, to the Nixon Gardens, to WLCC, parts of Compton, parts of the West Side, to Inglewood, to Roger Park, to NHP, to Queens. It was me that took the cameraman and the production crew all around to these places, to the bottoms, to Crips hoods. It was me who did this. So in the midst of this, we was catching slack and chaos because of that nigga Suge name. But however, the people let the show prevail and let us shoot and film because based on my name and I was attached to it. Now, let's back up for a second. Let's go back to, he threw another name out there, right? Erectable. But he's not a gang member. Don't have a name as a gangbanger or a hitter or a killer. He's a hustler. He's a businessman and he's smart. And that's GP, aka Greg Sparks. How did I know Greg Sparks? How did I know GP? We came about because I smashed on Reese Cup, aka Tyrese Gibson. He stole something from me at the time, which was my album, 2,000 Watts. Like I say, man, I strive off of receipts, bro. Nothing but receipts. Nothing but receipts, brother. So, let's go here. This is my album. 2,000 Watts. Album. This is the back of the album with 6 other independent albums attached to it. I spent $80,000 in productions on producers, studio costs, and everything you name to produce this album on my own as an independent label coming out fresh. So when I produced this album and I created a major buzz on the streets of Los Angeles at the time, I'm already 57 minutes in, Reese Cup came along and stole my title, 2,000 Watts, and tried to make an R&B album on it. So anyway, nevertheless, this ain't about him and this ain't his story because I've told that story already. Just giving you the pointers on how me and GP came about meeting. So GP was his manager. Me and GP met at M&M's. I told the story before. I met at GP at M&M's. GP had a couple of 60s with him, a couple of riders because he used to keep a couple of hitters with him. Feel me? But GP was one of them niggas on their side who was one of the homies, who was one of the niggas financial. He was a nigga about his money. He was a money getter. He had a direct relationship with John Singleton. You feel me? He had a direct relationship with a few people in the industry. So when he started managing Reese Cup, he snatched Reese Cup when Reese Cup, luckily through Reggie, rest in peace, who was the music director of Locke High School, is the reason why Tyrese became Tyrese. It was because Reggie. Reggie was his mentor, and Reggie was the one that got him the Coca-Cola commercial for Coca-Cola, bro, singing on the RTD bus as the little black kid singing Coca-Cola. That's who we all knew him of, and America knew him of, singing the Coca-Cola commercial on the RTD bus. From there, that's all he had going. And he went to school and he studied music at school at Locke. So in the process, Greg Sparks got a hold to him and started managing him. So GP took his career to other levels. GP is the reason why this nigga became an actor. Not because he had the talent. GP is the reason why he became an actor. Tyrese Gibson told a story to TV Land I heard sitting back, I'm listening how tough he want to play the tough role all of a sudden and talking about how John Singleton told him he was the only reason why he made the movie Baby Boy for him specifically. Man, that's a damn lie. That was Tupac film all day long. John had wrote that movie for Tupac before Tupac died. John Singleton wrote that movie for Pac, man. Period. And Pac had died. So before Pac died, he never got a chance to present the movie to Tupac. So that's why the movie was just sitting on John Singleton's shelf. Because GP had a relationship with John Singleton, GP told him about the little youngster, Tyrese, that he was managing. And did he think he can square up and handle the role if he was taught and had classes and was taught to act, and he think he can, fit the characteristics and handle the role. So basically, GP talked John Singleton into having faith and to giving him a shot. And history was made. That's how this nigga got the role of Baby Boy without auditioning, without coming in to do an audition. He came in did a green screen on it and booked it, but he didn't have to audition because GP convinced John Singleton to give his artist that shot. And he gave him that shot, bro. And that's how he got Baby Boy. How I got involved with Baby Boy, rolled it in the drop top rag with GP. We was on our way to Columbia Records. I was on my way to go meet John Singleton to audition for him in the flesh. John Singleton got called in for an emergency meeting. So he called GP on the phone while we rolling. I'm in the car with GP. Rolling 60s GP. Good dude. Great brother. Ain't never disrespected me in no manner. Got utmost respect for me. And I got the utmost respect for him. GP was the reason why I got action at the Baby Boy move, and I got action at Waist Deep. GP rolling in the car with him, true history, true fact, true story. You can go interview GP. I don't give a damn where he at. He'll tell you facts. Yeah, that happened. I was rolling with GP, and GP got the call for John Singleton. Where you at? John, he said, we in transition. We on our way. He said, matter of fact, we finna hit the 10. We on our way to the studio. We on our way to Columbia Records. So John said, no. He said, I'm finna hit it. I got to hit a meeting, an important meeting, man. He said, I'm at the call out. He said, well, this is what I do. He said, matter of fact, he said, is he with you? He said, yeah. He introduced me. He said, Nino, this is John. John, this is Nino Cappucino. John Singleton said, how you doing, Nino? He said, yeah, man, I heard a lot about you, man. GP told me some good things about you. And he told me you got vocals, man. I said, yeah. John said, man, listen, to just be talking to you, John Singleton, man, it's a pleasure, brother. He said, all right, look, man, you got 2 minutes, man. Give me a monologue. I hit his ass with OG Bobby Johnson. I didn't even hesitate. When he told me 2-minute monologue, me knowing my shit, and I know film, I already knew what he was talking about. A 2-minute monologue is an audition. On the spot, any movie, you got to go into a monologue dialogue. You got to mimic that characteristics of that movie and put it into a 2-minute dialogue. Not a 3-minute, not a 3.5-minute, not a 4-minute. It has to be a 2-minute dialogue. And I hit it with OG Bobby Johnson from South Central. The scene where he was going to rescue his son from Ray Ray. I knelt that shit and booked it. Now I became a part of the Baby Boy Productions. I'm about to be in this film. This is about to be the biggest first film of my career, the launch of my career, Baby Boy. I just did Murder Was the Case. I just did Billboard with Dr. Dre and the whole film crew for 6 weeks, executive weeks, Billboard with Dre and them. Now I'm finna do Baby Boy. Oh, this is going to be big for me, for the launch of my career. I fucked around, weeks time, somehow got in the mix with this nigga because my shit wasn't set up right with the 2,000 watts. I put my hands on Reese Cup. Put my hands on Reese Cup and one of his bodyguards and incited a riot at the 2,000 watts festival, and I got fired. As soon as I got hired, I got fired. So when I went to 43rd and the Merc to pick up my package for the Baby Boy Productions, I got fired. I got released because he was the lead of that film and I was a threat. True fact, true history. So niggas gonna tell a story, man. You better come with your pertinent information and facts, bro, to be talking about me or speaking on my name. So getting to the end of this KM thing, man, because I don't want to keep going on and dragging this shit out because it's like I really didn't want to even do this, bro. I didn't want to even speak on it because it wasn't even necessary for me to even speak on it or even talk about it, period. He said that he got a phone call. Now, this time he got a phone call from Bountyhunterbj, Cappucino. But he's swapping down the first phone call. He got a phone call, and I told him my name's CJ. Nigga, I ain't never introduced my damn name to you as no fucking damn CJ. You a damn lie. You and nobody else. Period. Everybody named mama know that. Man, that nigga ain't never used that name since the 70s. That man wasn't called that name since the 70s. Everybody named mama know that nigga was Bountyhunterbj. Niggas call that nigga BJ or Killer B. Nobody call that nigga CJ. If a nigga did call him CJ, it was the people who really knew him. And he would check their ass right there on the spot. And they'd be like, oh, my bad, homie. My bad, BJ. My bad, bro. My bad. I forgot. You right. My bad. My mistake. So know what you're talking about, man. If you're going to speak on it, know what you're talking about. So, yeah, man, I never introduced myself to this brother as no damn CJ. So now all of a sudden I call him, I'm Bountyhunterbj, Nino Cappucino. And I call him and I tell him I want to interview him. I wasn't even doing no damn podcasting. I didn't know shit about no podcast, no YouTube, no internet, no none of that. I just told you the only interviews I was doing was gangsters, gangbangers, niggas in the streets, hood niggas. I was doing a thesis project for my film project in school, which I ended up turning into a documentary called Ear to the Street. So in the process of me having all this footage I accumulated from New York, New Jersey, Newark, Patterson, Philly, Caribbean Green in Chicago. Niggas don't go to Caribbean Green, nigga. I touch Caribbean Green, fool. You know what I'm saying, me? This is how serious my shit was. So I don't know what this dude talking about. 2005 and 6. I try to interview him. He's a damn flat out lie, man. So I took that material. I had an epiphany one night. I called my business partner and my film partner at the time, which was FT, Frederick Taylor from Tomorrow Pictures out of Atlanta. And I said, FT, bro, I woke up last night, man. I just had this vision, dog. I start writing this film. And I subtitled as the title is King of Watts. And the film was based on 3 individuals, and it was depicting, showing the rules in the streets of Los Angeles, how individuals get caught up in these hoods behind pussy, behind going to see females, and get caught up and get either knocked down or beat down, stomped out, fucked over. And this didn't happen throughout Los Angeles in numerous of hoods with numerous of individuals. So I took that and wrote it into a film. It depicts 3 characters from Riverside Crip. I play one of the Riverside Crips, the shot caller of the Riverside Crips. It's 3 characters from Riverside who come to the Nixon Gardens thinking they in the Hawaiian Gardens, going to see these girls and fuck around, get caught up in the Nixon Gardens into a standoff, and all hell breaks loose. So I took my own money. I put up about 100 racks, went to the bank. I got some matching funds, put up another 20. When I got my business partner and my film partner and told him, man, I want to shoot this movie, The King of Watts, Ear to the Streets. So at the time, I titled Ear to the Street, which was my documentary, subtitled it with King of Watts. So I took some of my footage and I imported it into the movie. And as we were shooting and filming, and I would go home and edit and sit and watch it, I was like, damn. I said, the movie itself is not coming together like I wanted to. It's not telling the storyline. I'm all over the place because it's a part documentary, then it's a part feature film. I want this to be a complete feature film, not a documentary. So I was like, nah, I don't like this. So what I did was I took all the documentary and all the documentary commentary out of it, period. That's all I know what I'm going to do. This is going to be Ear to the Streets, the documentary. And this is going to be the full-length feature film, King of Watts, keep your ear to the streets. So that's how I titled the film, and that's how I titled my documentary. And I separated everything. And King of Watts became alive in 2008. We went into production. I started shooting. So I was mastering my own game and my own vision during this time. There's no way I called this dude and told him, I want to come to your hood and interview you. And because I'm on an infiltration mission for sure to slap the shit out of you. And I don't even know you, ain't never seen you in my life, but I'm supposed to come slap you. Hey, dude, you did that one. You made up a great story to get them 16K views. You did that one, bro, because this shit never happened. And you ain't got no backing to prove this. This never happened, bro. Ever. Was I supposed to come to the 60 hood and interview you just to slap you? If that was the case, nigga, I'd have just called you out over the phone and told you, dude, blood, let's meet up, nigga. Whoever you is, let's meet up. As you supposed to be somebody, let's meet up, nigga. Can't no nigga make me go slap nobody, bro. So before my closing of this, let me take you to an experience that I had, the only experience that I had back then that I can recall and remember. And if that experience is this dude, then dude, you a coward. You a real coward, homie, because you telling the story about yourself really, but you sugarcoated it. So let me share this with y'all real fast before I go, because I know I've been on here about an hour, and I had no intentions on being on here this long, man. What's up, TV Land? Once again, what's up? Once again, I see you once again. Jay, hi, what it do, Jay? Sean is in the building, Sean Morrison. I'm going to get to my chat box in a minute. I'm going to holler y'all out before I leave. Y'all, I got y'all, TV Land. So listen, man. It's just crazy, bro, that the internet don't know how to decipher the truth or decipher, common sense. Shit that makes sense. It just don't add up. Cats are so quick to want to assassinate me on this internet and try to take away from me that you only make yourself look bad, and the streets and the people know the facts when it comes to Bountyhunterbj and his livelihood and him living his life and being who he was and the characteristic that he once was. That man was really who he was in these streets, bro. And ain't nothing this internet can take away from him, man, no matter what y'all say. That dude was really who he was. And he's always been one of them dudes from Nixon Garden Bounty Hunters. One of them real ones, man, from the Nixon. One of them niggas with clout. So this dude went on so far to talk about me and his story, but then gonna turn around and say, but my homie called me, but my homies did tell me. My homie said, hold on, Kev. He said, no, Kev. He said, blood, but dude is one of them real rectables from over there. He got the keys, man. Bountyhunterbj is really who he is, man. He got the keys over there, and he got the keys with that blood card, and he got the keys in the penitentiary system. He really one of them niggas. So he had to kind of lighten up. He couldn't go in thick like he wanted to. So you see, how you gonna give a nigga props but try to take props away from him at the same time? How you gonna turn around and try to give him props but then try to take from him? Your own homie from Rolling 60 told you, no, bruh, that ain't him. That ain't what you trying to say or whatever. That ain't him. That nigga one of them niggas over there. And you can go ask a lot of Rolling 60s that know me, nigga. Real thorough ones that know me. They gonna tell you the same thing. That nigga's a real blood, a real bounty hunter. Uncut bounty hunter at that. That nigga's a real one. And he puts that real line, real politics on them bloods. When that nigga did his shit in his era, he really did his shit. That's all real Crips gonna tell you. Period. Any real Crips, nigga, any hoods, they gonna tell you that knew me, nigga, know of me. He a real one. I ain't never heard that nigga be no buster. You can't go find a Crip nigga. One Crip. You can't go find one nigga, one blood, a one-on-one nigga that could tell you, oh yeah, I slapped the shit out that nigga Bountyhunterbj. I beat that nigga ass one-on-one. Made him piss the shit on himself. I beat him up in the cell one-on-one. Made that nigga wash my clothes. You can't go find a nigga in America that can tell you them kind of stories about me, nigga. None. I ain't cut from that. I cut from a cloth, nigga. Not from no diaper, not from no paper towel, not from no paper towel or no pamper, nigga. Cloths. Where the rest of the real ones was cut from. Cloths. I fought with real niggas. Big, little, small, it didn't matter. I fought against real ones. I conquered against real ones, nigga. So I'll be damned if I'm gonna let the internet take my name and I survived through the 80s, the 90s, the 70s of this shit. I gave 30 years of my life reputable to these streets and to my hood. You think I'm gonna let the internet take my name from me? You think I'm gonna let the internet destroy me? Ain't nothing this internet can never do to me, nigga. But allow me to excel and do what I'm doing on you niggas. Feel me? I'm in my own lane. I do my own different type of shows. My material, my content ain't like these dudes. These dudes can't do content, bro. This is what they result to. Controversy. Gossip. Gossip like a bitch. How are men supposed to be grown men, bro, but constantly get on the internet and gossip about another grown man? I don't get this shit, bro. That ain't no man shit. That ain't grown man shit. That's bitchy. That's gossip. Make original content. Let me see you niggas make original content, bro, without using somebody's name or using somebody else. Make content. I create content, bro. Feel me? And I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm too blessed to argue. I am one of the two go-to West Coast guys right now when it comes to film distribution. I got the torch. They put the torch in my hand. Tribeca and Paramount Plus. I'm in cahoots with them. Tubi. Y'all get ready, man. Y'all get ready, man. Prime time, man. Prime time video, Amazon. We drop March. King of Watch, the movie. We dropping this month. Y'all get ready. April 15th, man, is the official release date. Tubi. April 15th, man. King of Watch, the movie. Set y'all dates, set your clocks, man. Get ready, man. We're going to have a watch party, baby. It's going down. Popcorn, snacks, it's going down. April 15th, Tubi, man. King of Watch, the movie. Ear to the streets. King of Watch, the movie. Ear to the streets. Prime time, Amazon, man. Next week, y'all get ready, man. Yeah, as far as this KM dude, KM, you didn't have to come on and lie and tell that story, bro. You didn't have to make me up into your story to make content, bro. I don't know why you use my name to make a fake ass story that, like, me and you ain't never met. I ain't never had a phone conversation with you ever in my life, brother. And you just said out your own mouth and you contradict yourself. You said out your own mouth in your story, I don't know this brother. I ain't never met this man. Then how the hell did I call you? How did you even get a phone call from me? How did I even get your number then? You just said yourself, you ain't never met me. You don't know of me. You ain't never heard of my name. Of course you ain't heard of my name because you wasn't no active Crip. Obviously, you wasn't no active 60 from over there in the streets because all the active niggas know the active niggas. Crips and Bloods who was banging in the 80s and them 70s in these streets of Los Angeles, bro. Yeah. Go ask Keita Rock about me, nigga. Go ask Peter Wack. Feel me? Pretty boy. Big Coots. Big Coots. Go ask Big Coots, Triple OG Coots. Real Crips. I ain't got nothing but respect for them brothers. Go ask them about me, nigga, my name and my reputation and who I am. Because obviously you don't know me, but you do. You just playing that bullshit with the internet. You know of me and you know who I am, nigga. You know who the fuck I am and of me. For some reason, because you interviewed that dude on your channel, you got this hate for me, dude, or this envy. I don't know. And you don't even know me, brother. Ain't never had no funk against me or with me, brother. So I don't know what your problem is, but you need to fix it and keep my name out your mouth with these fake stories and fake lies because we ain't never had no encounter. So let me share this real quick before I close out. The only encounter I had, and I believe this was 2003 and 4 when it happened, probably take us into 5. I can't remember the rapper girl name, but she had flow. She was a rapper and she was pushing the concept, what's really hood. So the only thing I was involved with in that era during that time was what's really hood. I remember this chick who was a rapper and she was collaborating with S-Class, who's a producer. And S-Class was one of the niggas I fucked with, which was 2K Doja, who's a producer. And he got a brother named Stomp, who's a producer. They originally grew up from Inglewood. So Stomp produces Firebug, Munchie B, and a lot of Inglewood families who was rapping back then. Firebug was a young homie. So during this time, I allowed this rap chick to come to my hood, to Nixon Garden, and interview my artist who was signed to my label, Paper Chase Entertainment at the time, Smokey, a.k.a. Ishmael Damu. Feel me? So I let her come to my hood on 115th in front of Smokey House, his mother house, which was on the corner house of 115th in my hood. Sit Smokey down in the chair, and I let this girl interview Smokey, and then she interviewed me, like a couple of pieces of me, but primarily the interview was about my artist Smokey. So I let her interview Smokey. When she interviewed Smokey, The reason why I greenlighted and let her do the interview was because we came to an agreement of a negotiation. She couldn't pay me what I wanted up front for the interview. She couldn't pay me. So what I did was I told her I want to end as a producer on the project itself then. And I want to get paid on the back end of the project. She said, oh, no problem. I put it in writing. Big U, my uncle. I said, I don't give a shit about all that. I don't know why you keep throwing Big U name up as your uncle. What that's supposed to mean to me? That shit don't mean shit to me. I don't care about Big U being your uncle. So I don't know why people do that shit. That don't mean nothing to me. And any real niggas in the street, that's how they gonna feel. So it wasn't a threat to me when she mentioned that. So I guess she was telling me that to put security on herself, like that's supposed to gave her leverage. So a week went past, she didn't have the paperwork right. I ain't had my paperwork. She didn't get my paperwork. So I started calling her, getting on her head, telling her, hey, look, if I don't get that paperwork, show you can't release nothing on my artist, let alone me. We don't want to be a part of your DVD, What's Really Hood. She had went around different hoods. She started filming different niggas, filming certain cats. She went out of town and filmed a couple of people in Texas and came back. So she put the DVD together. So all of a sudden, she disappeared. Weeks went by. I'm on her ass for about 2 months. She ain't answering. So finally, the DVD surfaced. And I got a hold to the DVD. Motherfucker brought it straight to me. And I got a hold and got a copy of the DVD. I put the DVD in and looked at the DVD, and I seen Smokey on the DVD. She took me out of it, but put my artist in, and I seen Smokey, a clip of his interview. Not all of it, but a clip of his interview in the DVD. I said, oh, this bitch done fucked up. I'm finna be on her ass. I'm on her. So now I'm looking for her. I'm in the streets looking for her. I'm at venues. If I run into her, I'm on her. So finally, I got a win on her. I found out she was fucking S. So I get on that nigga S bumper. Blood, you better put me on the phone with that bitch. Get me on the phone with that bitch right now, nigga. Woo, woo. So I'm on S head. So S Classic tied me in with her. Because S was fucking with her. S was up in Lancaster. She was living up in Lancaster at the time in some apartments off of Avenue J. So this is how I got wind on her, got on top of her, got her address on her, knew where she was living, where she was laying her head. So when I smashed her, I told her, bitch, don't play with me. I knock on your front door. And when she knew I knew what I knew, she got spooked. So she went and called the Rolling 60s and called some nigga from the 60s who was collaborating with her, who was producing the project. Now, this is where the KM nigga come at. This is the only part that I could see. Was this the KM nigga then? Because if this was you a coward, nigga, because you never stepped to me and said nothing wrong. I got the masters from you niggas. This is how hard I pushed the line. I got the masters from the bitch. I told that bitch, give me a master copy of that DVD and the masters of that shit, bitch, or it's on. I went and met up with them and got the master copy. I got the fucking master copy of that shit right now today in my vault. I can prove it. I got the master copy to What's Really Hood. I got the master copy DVD to What's Really Hood. I made her take Smokey out of it. When she got on the phone and found out who I was and found out my fucking power and my clout, bitch backed up off me with that bullshit. Whoever that nigga was, talking about he was from the 60s, from that side, backed this scary ass up out the bullshit and hurried up and sent me the copy of the masters and gave me that shit. So this is what happened. I got a hold to S Class. I found out Stomp was in a session in Inglewood at the time. Firebug was in session. 2 or 3 of the little Inglewood homies, they was doing a song. They was rapping. Stomp was producing the song. I went to the session. When I went to the studio, barred in the session and shit, bombed up in that motherfucker. The YGs and them niggas seen who I was, seen, oh, this big homie, it's the big homie Cap. What's up, Cap? What's up, my niggas? What's up? I shook the little homie's hands and shit, shook the little homie Firebug in them hand, talked to them for a minute. I told Stump, blood, I need to holler at you. I said, hey, man, who is this nigga that's supposed to be from the 60s that's producing this project right here with this bitch? He said, I just produced one of the songs. I don't know, my brother S fuck with her. So he called S. Got S on the phone. That's when I got on the phone with S and told S, get that bitch on the phone, nigga, and put her on the phone. So when we got her on the phone, she talking about Big U, my uncle. I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck about no Big U being your uncle. Once again, Who is the nigga that's supposed to be the producer on it? Get that nigga on the phone. So that's when I got on the phone with that nigga that was supposed to be producing and smashed on his ass and went shit crazy on that nigga. Blood, you know who the fuck I am, nigga? I'm whoop to whoop to whoop. I said, this bitch used my name, my artist. She didn't give me no paperwork. I didn't give her no clearance. I don't want to be on this DVD. I said, you niggas do this two ways. I need to get a copy of that masters or niggas own. I'm coming looking for you niggas and I'm gonna handle my business. That's what the fuck I said. That's the only conversation I had with anybody. I never ever called no damn KM and said to him, my name is CJ and I'm calling you about a magazine and I'm mad about your magazine and your whatever and I want to interview in your hood. Flat out fucking lie, man, TV land. And I had to take up y'all time for a whole hour and some change to express this to y'all. But I had to give it to you, man. I had to give it to you. Truth is truth and facts is facts. This dude straight lied on me. And when you go Google unfinished business, you're going to say, oh, hold on. Bountyhunterbj right. Unfinished business wasn't shot nowhere near 2005 and 2006. So how could Suge had set this up for him to get slapped on camera when Suge didn't shoot this until 2008 and 9? Make it make sense, KM. Y'all talk to him, TV land. Now y'all go back and ask him to make it make sense, man, because it don't make sense. So that's the only time I had conversation in Inglewood. And that night I got on the phone, I called Big Bang first. I couldn't get a hold of Bang. I called Muggs. Muggs was on tour at the time. So Muggs was out of town, so he couldn't really talk. So I told him, I'll get back with you, homie. I called Rod Dog, nigga. I called my homie, G Rod Dog, nigga, IFG. The rider, the hitter, Mr. Rod. I know him, his family, moms, sister, his brothers. I done been in their house, kicked it in the house, smoked, chilled on the block, all that, 99th, the whole nine, bro. I'm a real nigga from Nixon Garden Bloods that traveled all over my city, all over different blood hoods. Nigga, I had trap houses, crack houses. I had niggas that worked for me that was bloods. I had spots in their hoods. You had to be a real one in order to do that, bro. You couldn't be no chump, buster, cluster blood to do them type of things, nigga. Me and Bounty Hunter Rat was known for that type of shit, nigga. Manpower, maneuver, different hoods, Crips and Bloods. We was known, my niggas. So it's like there's no way a nigga can sit here and lie and tell stories like this to try to assassinate my name. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, KM. So this story of me slapping KM never ever happened. Or him going to jail or whatever that subliminal bullshit he shot at the end never ever happened, bro. Ever happened. That man ain't never approached me and ain't gonna approach me in his life on a negative level, bro. And it ain't no repercussions or no consequences. So I'm not here to challenge this nigga in any form or fashion unless it is brought to me. I'm not here being negative or disrespected because I didn't feel disrespected. I took his little video as commentary content, analyzing bullshit, and then ran with it. And so in return, I'm giving you mine back, man, in a professional manner that I know how, bro. As you see, I'm not upset. I ain't on here cussing and going off, none of that, because I don't have to, because I know this shit is bullshit, a straight up lie. So I've proved my point. I've given you guys the receipts. I told you what to do. Unfinished business wasn't even shot during that time, period. And when unfinished business was shot, the only truth that he have said in his story upon my closing was the story he used Big U calling him about no cameras being in a hood. And that was the time Big U had just got fresh out the pen and was building his relationship with Simon. And we were in production shooting the film Unfinished Business. And Big U had no parts of the movie. He had no parts of the productions. He had his hands in the productions, none of that. So Big U was trying to smash and get in probably with Simon. Joe was the producer. GP and a couple other niggas from the 60s and Big Jaime, the jeweler, Big Jaime, was in during that time. And Big Jaime was back and forth from Vegas. You know what I'm saying, me? So this dude wasn't nowhere near around or even involved into this project, period, for us to go do an interview on no KM. So the story was falsified, man. So there it is there, man. You heard it from the horse's mouth, man. This shit was bullshit. Period. Point blank. I ain't never, ever, ever infiltrated or made a phone call to set up a fake interview to go slap no damn KM, bruh, for no views or for no damn Suge, Miriam, A.K. Simon Knight, man. Hey, man, it's your favorite host, CEO Nino Cappucino, A.K. Bountyhunterbj, the breeze in, man. And as y'all told y'all, man, it's official, man. Y'all stay tuned. Mark your calendar date, man. To be released, man. April 15th, man. To be released, man. April 15th, the movie, King of Watts, Ear to the Streets, man. Amazon release, man. Prime time video, man. March, next week. Stay tuned, man. We finna bust you upside your head, man. And I'm just gonna keep growing on you niggas. I'm gonna stay out the way and keep growing, keep expiring before I expire, man. Hey, man, y'all know my motto, man, out there, man. Please, family, don't drink and drive. Do not drink and drive, man. And we can't help it to these niggas hate us. They hate because we know how to survive over here. We are taught to survive. The mighty fucking W. Watch. Blackout. Ha! There go your clapback, KM. I'm out here. Do trail west. Hey, what's up, man? My shout outs right quick before I close, man. My shout outs, man. What it do, Red Fish? What's up, Red Fish? Red Fish is in the building. God in the flesh. God in the flesh. I see you, God in the flesh. Lord T. Lord T is in the building. Lord T is in the building. Vito Steele. Vito, what it do, Vito? Vito is in the building, man. Vito is in the building. Vito, hey, Vito, shh, be cool, Vito. Shh, be cool, Vito. Too much info, Vito. Too much info, Vito. Vito is in the building, man. Sean Morrison, Jay Hyde. I see y'all, bro. I see y'all, man. I see y'all, brother. Lou, Kevin. I appreciate everybody that tapped in and buzzed in, man. Loyalty, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody, man, that tapped in, man. Everybody. My big homie over here, Big Hank. Big Hank, what it do? Action Jackson, Andre Pals. Tom Slick, no, Tom Slick didn't start no Bust a Week. Kyle, I started Bust a Week, homie. Better go do your history. Go do your real homework. Boo! Boo, what's up, Boo? You bubble eye, fish eye fool. Boo is in the building, man. Boo Hefter is in the building, baby. Salute, man, to TV land. I'm out here. I'm out of here, y'all.